There are many mysterious legends and stories in ancient Egyptian civilization, such as the legend of the Book of the Dead. It is said that this book contains secrets of how to resurrect the dead, and only those who truly possess this book can understand the ancient Egyptian art of resurrection. This mysterious book is said to be hidden in a secret place, accessible only to those chosen to find it. According to legend, there is a god named Anubis, the god of the underworld, who governs the souls of the deceased. It is said that he holds this mysterious Book of the Dead. There is an ancient legend about a young priest named Imhotep. He was one of the most famous priests in ancient Egyptian history and was also one of the designers of the pyramids. It is said that he obtained the Book of the Dead in an accident and mastered its secrets. Imhotep used the secrets from this book to successfully resurrect a deceased prince, a miracle that made him one of the greatest priests in ancient Egyptian history. According to legend, Imhotep not only mastered the art of resurrection, but also possessed much mysterious knowledge. His wisdom and abilities made him an immortal legend in ancient Egyptian history. Furthermore, there is also a legend about the Stone of Resurrection. It is said that this mysterious stone possesses great power to bring the dead back to life. This stone is considered part of Egyptian mythology and is believed to be mysteriously buried somewhere, waiting for someone destined to discover it. In the wall paintings and sculptures of ancient Egypt, we can also find clues about the art of resurrection. These depict mysterious rituals believed to be crucial for the ancient Egyptians to revive the dead. In these rituals, priests recited mystical incantations and used mysterious tools to achieve the art of resurrection. Through these stories and legends, we can glimpse the mysteries and wonders of ancient Egyptian civilization. These unresolved mysteries not only fill us with awe for ancient Egypt, but also provoke deeper reflections on the development of human civilization. Perhaps today, we can truly unravel these ancient enigmas and discover more secrets hidden within an ancient Egyptian civilization. In the laboratory, the mummy that had slept for 3,000 years emitted a hoarse groan. Could this mummy have truly been resurrected? In fact, the resurrection of the dead might be a legacy left behind by extraterrestrials. In this issue, we will uncover the unsolved mysteries of mummies. This mummy capable of speaking is named Nesyamun, a priest from the Karnak temple in ancient Egypt during the reign of Ramses XI, approximately between 1099 BC and 1069 BC. Since its discovery, his remains have been a significant subject of mummy research. Researchers deciphered the inscriptions inside Nesyamun's coffin, which expressed his wish to converse with the gods after death. Researchers believe they can fulfill this wish using modern medicine and technology, allowing his voice to resonate once again in the mortal realm. This is because the soft tissue of Nesyamun's vocal tract in his remains has been relatively well preserved, a condition intricately linked to the refined art of mummification. In the ancient Egyptian conception, life and death were beyond human control, but they firmly believed that death did not signify the end of life, but rather the beginning of another journey. Therefore, the ancient Egyptians began mummifying the bodies of the deceased to achieve the transformation from death to life. To achieve this transformation, the ancient Egyptians made various preparations. In addition to constructing pyramids and temples and mummifying bodies, each person was equipped with a copy of the Book of the Dead, the most famous funerary text handed down from ancient Egypt. According to the Book of the Dead, resurrection involved 4 stages in total. The first stage was the mummification process, allowing the soul to reunite with the body. The crucial organ for resurrection was the heart. The others were considered less important. The process began by draining the blood of the deceased, removing brain matter and all internal organs, leaving only the heart. If during this process a priest accidentally broke the pharaoh's heart, the soldier would be immediately executed. Next, the abdominal cavity was filled with spices, and the exterior was wrapped in salt for dehydration for 30 days. Then, resin and wax were applied to the entire body of the mummy, its hands crossed, wrapped in layers of linen cloth, and placed in a sealed coffin. Following this professional procedure, everything belonging to the deceased was well preserved. Thus, when experts opened Nesyamun's mummy, they discovered that the soft tissues of his throat and lower jaw were relatively intact. Subsequently, experts used a CT scanner to scan Nesyamun's vocal cords and throat structure, then employed 3D technology to print a physical model capable of producing sound through vocal cord vibration. After 3,000 years, we have broken through the barriers of time to hear the voice of an ancient Egyptian priest. However, due to the desiccated state of Nesyamun's tongue, he could only produce intermittent sounds. The true purpose of mummies was to facilitate the rebirth of souls. Ancient Egyptian pyramid walls still retain methods for achieving eternal life. According to the Book of the Dead, resurrection involves 4 stages in total, with the creation of a mummy being just the first step. Ancient Egyptians believed that by preserving the body, the soul could find a dwelling and be reborn. They considered death not as the end of life, but as entry into another world to undergo a lengthy judgment. Those who pass the judgment can be resurrected in the future. The second step involved placing a scarab amulet over the heart of the mummy, inscribed with passages from the Book of the Dead. This inscription was crucial, aiding the soul in successfully passing judgment by the gods of the underworld. As the souls of the deceased journeyed to the underworld, they faced a perilous path with dangers such as snakes and venomous creatures. At this point, the Book of the Dead placed within the wrappings could protect the deceased from these hazards. After this journey, they would appear before the 42 assistant deities of the underworld to face the judgment of the gods. The third step was to prove one's innocence before these 42 deities, demonstrating that in their lifetime they had not committed murder, theft, blasphemy against the gods, or deceit. Given the inevitability of human errors, very few could successfully pass. However, the inscriptions on the amulet could offer protection, allowing even sinful souls to pass. The final step involved the weighing of the heart, the crucial moment in the path to resurrection. In this step, the heart of the deceased was placed on one side of the scales, with the feather symbolizing truth and order on the other. If the deceased was innocent, their heart would be lighter than the feather. Otherwise, it would be heavier. If the heart weighed more than the feather, their soul would be devoured by beasts, forever losing the chance of resurrection. Upon passing this final step, the underworld god Osiris would declare entry into another world, granting rebirth. However, there remains an inexplicable phenomenon regarding mummies. Ancient Egypt is known as a civilization with writing, capable of recording and passing down knowledge. Yet, despite numerous texts unearthed, there are no written records detailing the complex process and principles of mummification. Only some murals and stone carvings depict mummies. Why is this? Could it be that the resurrection arts of mummies were forbidden and unrecordable? Why were mummies deemed taboo? This secret method of rebirth seriously violated natural laws. What exactly happened? Many believed that Egyptian mummies were the oldest in the world. However, in 1983, in a sandy area in Chile, South America, 96 mummies from 7000 BC to 1500 BC were accidentally excavated, making them the oldest mummies. Experts suggest they were made by the Neocro people residing in South America. But during that period, humans were in the Neolithic era and still lived in primitive societies. How could they have known anatomy and mummification? Moreover, these mummies are strikingly similar to those found in Egypt, despite the distance of thousands of years and miles between the two civilizations. Thus, it raises suspicions of extraterrestrial influence. Additionally, in 1928, Peruvian archaeologists discovered over 100 oddly shaped skulls in the Paraguas Desert Peninsula. These skulls have elongated rear portions, unlike any known terrestrial animals. In 2015, scientists DNA tested these skulls, revealing genetic mutations not found in humans, primates, or other animals, suggesting they may belong to a new humanoid species. Experts also found that skull number 44 lacks a sagittal suture. Human skulls typically have a sagittal suture, once again indicating that the owners of the Paraguas skulls may not have been human. Similarly, the elongated skulls are similar to those of the 18th dynasty pharaohs of ancient Egypt. Some say they have extraterrestrial genes, which is why they have elongated skulls. So, are the mummification methods and resurrection arts passed down by aliens? Later, when the aliens left, this secret art was lost. However, modern human technology may resurrect arts and technology. However, the current cloning only lingers on animals, and it is not clear whether future cloning technologies will achieve human cloning. If one day people can achieve eternal life through cloning technology, do you think the clone of you is still you? Well, today's story ends here, and we'll see you next time.